Gage Primar here, crushbackpain.com. Today we're going to talk about herniated disc exercise progressions. In this video here, we talked about 3 herniated disc exercises that you want to start with if you have a herniated disc that's irritable, you're having a lot of back pain or sciatica, leg pain. Today we're going to talk about how to progress those drills. After you do those exercises for several weeks, your lower back's going to be feeling better, you're going to have less pain, and you're going to want to progress those exercises to continue to facilitate the healing process and get back to regular, higher level activity. So today we're going to talk about 3 exercises to get you to that point. The first drill we're going to discuss is a forward lunge. Forward lunges are great for herniated discs because they open up the hips and they spare the spine. They keep compression that may exacerbate the disc problem out of the spine. So forward lunges, you can do several different ways. You can keep the trunk upright vertical, and you can just lunge forward, and you can come back and forth like this. You can also alternate. For herniated discs, I recommend that you alternate back and forth like this because it facilitates load sharing through the spine, which is healthy for discs. So if your trunk is more vertical like this, it's going to work your quads more, and it's going to keep that nice natural lordosis in the lumbar spine, which is healthy for discs. But even better is if you can come forward, reach towards that front foot with your hands. You don't have to touch the foot, you just reach down as far as you can while keeping that natural curve in the lumbar spine. All the flexion comes through the hips. This is even better if you have a herniated disc, because it works the glutes more. The glutes actually activate more, and your glutes, your buttock muscles, tie into your thoracolumbar fascia, and as that gets tension through it, it stabilizes your lumbar spine, which is what you want with the herniated disc. You want that lumbar stabilization. So if you get that extra little flexion through the hip as you lunge forward, you're going to work your glutes, your quads, and you're working your trunk muscles to stabilize. The key with this is as you lunge forward and reach, you don't round your back out. So you don't want to be here, you want to be here. You can see the difference there. You want to be here, not here. If you're here, that's just going to flex your lumbar spine, put more compression through the disc. It's going to exacerbate a herniated disc. So you only want to do the forward lunge with the increased hip flexion if you can do it while keeping that natural curve in your lumbar spine. Lunges are a great exercise for people that have herniated discs. Oftentimes, if your back's a little sore, you're having some pain, you do some sets of lunges like I just showed you, your back will feel a lot better, a lot of times even pain-free after just working through some lunges. The key is doing them correctly. You just need to remember the overlying principle. Keep the natural curve in your lumbar spine, keep the lordosis, don't let it round out, don't let it flex. So you're doing the forward lunge, you're flexing forward through the hip, reaching down towards your front foot with your hands. Your chest stays up. That's a good way to know if you're doing it right. Chest stays up, it's up, not down. There's no rounding through the spine, and you're just alternating back and forth. As far as sets and reps go, I do anywhere from 16 to 30 reps alternating. So it's 18 to 15 repetitions per side, and I do 2 to 3 sets total. So you're going to start with that forward lunge, preferably with that hip flexion as you lunge forward. The next drill we're going to discuss is an exercise that everybody knows but oftentimes doesn't think about for lower back issues for herniated discs, and that's the push-up. The push-up is a great core exercise, great trunk strengthener, especially if done in a specific way. So with the push-up, if you have a herniated disc, what you want to do when you go down to do the push-up is you want to get your back in that position where it feels the most comfortable, and then you lock it in. To lock it in, you stay tight here, and then you do your push-ups, okay? So you're not going to want to probably be sagging down here. You're not going to be way up here. So I'll kind of move my back around, figure out where I like it, where it feels the most comfortable. So for me, that's right there. And then to lock that in, you get real tight here, and then you do your reps. So there's no motion through your spine if you're doing it right. Then you do your reps. And as far as sets and reps go, with that exercise, I like to do repetitions to substitution. So you'll be doing your reps, and as these muscles fatigue and these muscles fatigue, you'll feel your spine start to slide out of that neutral position where it's the most comfortable. Terminate the set. So you just stop the set right there, recover for a minute or so, and then do another set. And I would do 3 to 4 sets of repetitions to substitution. Okay? The key is staying tight here, and don't cheat. When your lumbar spine, when your low back starts to slip out of that nice neutral position where it's really comfortable, just stop the set. Don't try to grind out 5 or 10 more reps, because that's not really going to help you much. Yeah, you can do them, you can do the reps. You're going to work your chest, your shoulders, your triceps more, but we're doing this push-up more to stabilize the lumbar spine. So 3 to 4 sets, reps to substitution, nice and tight here, nice and tight here. The last drill that you're going to focus on is a single leg hip hinge. I call it a single leg deadlift sometimes. Basically, you're hinging through the hip while keeping the lumbar spine nice and stable, keeping that natural lordosis through your lower back. So with this drill, I'll show you from the side and the front. You're going to balance on one leg. So I'm balanced on my left leg. You want a soft knee, so you want a little bit of bend in your knee. You want it to be soft. You don't want it locked out and rigid like this. So soft knee, you're balanced on your left leg. Whatever leg you're balanced on, you're going to reach with the other hand. So I'm on my left leg, I'm going to reach with my right hand, and I'm literally going to hinge through the hip. I'm going to hinge down until I feel a pull in my hamstring, and then I'm going to pull up. I'm going to pull up with my glutes. I'm going to really exaggerate the glutes. Hinge down, pull up. Hinge down, pull up. So the key with this exercise is all the motion's coming through the hip. The lumbar spine is maintaining the curve, the lordosis. You're not flexing through the lumbar spine. You're not rounding out. So it's not this. People have a tendency to do this. That's not going to help you. That's going to exacerbate a herniated disc. So soft knee, get that nice natural lordosis. You can even exaggerate it, and then hinge through the hip, pull up. Hinge through the hip, pull up. Sometimes balance is difficult for people. You can get next to a counter, a couch, a bed, whatever, and you can kind of have something. I got these rings right here. You kind of have something to balance on. So, you know, if you need to do that, that's fine. Showing you from the other side. If I'm doing it on my right leg, reaching with my left hand, soft knee. I've got the lordosis. I can exaggerate that a little bit. Hinge. Pull up, hinge, pull up. And you just hinge down till you feel a pull in your hamstrings. For some people, that's going to be a lot farther. It's going to be way, way, way down here. For other people like me that have tight hamstrings, it's going to be right here. The key is, once you feel that pull, tighten the glute and pull up. This is a great drill for lower back issues, especially herniated discs, because it trains you to maintain that natural curve in the lumbar spine while moving through the hips, which is essential for the herniated disc to heal. And it's also essential to avoid future lower back pain issues, future disc issues. I would start with anywhere from 5 to 10 repetitions on each leg, anywhere from 2 to 4 sets on each leg. That little sequence, the lunges, the push-ups, and then the single leg hip hinge, that'll take you, depends, but maybe anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes. Do that once or twice a day. That's a great progression of exercises from what you were doing those first several weeks to go to now for herniated disc issues. This will really get your trunk muscles activated. It'll get your hips opened up. It'll get your body moving, which is what those discs need, which is what your lower back needs, and it'll get you back to normal activities without any back issues. If this video helps you, leave me a thumbs up below. Subscribe to the Crush Back Pain YouTube channel. Check back here weekly for proven methods to beat back pain permanently.